Hi, this is Miss Goodson again, back. Hopefully this will be a quick one. I'm going to teach you how to set up a Diigo account and then to use Diigo with your research and your annotations, and hopefully it'll give you a way to truly curate all your information into one place and make it easier on you. So the first thing I need you to do is get on your computer and go to Diigo. When you get it to come up, you hit sign up. And you go and choose a username. I will choose Mrs. G or Mrs. Goodson. I need more. And then an email account. I do, no, it isn't on my school. So I'm going to do this one on my school account. Jennifer M. Goodson at cms.ktel.us. Okay, and I'm going to choose, oops. Oh, I already have used this one. We'll use a different one. I'll use my Gmail account. destroysma@gmail.com. And we'll choose password. Don't know if I hit 1 or 2. There we go. And then we're going to hit continue. All right, so then you have to go to your account. So you're going to need to do this at home, okay, so that you can go to the account and open it up and confirm it. So here's my activate my Diigo account. I'm going to hit right here and go. Now it's going to ask you to install your Diigo toolbar. Go ahead and do this. Your computer is probably going to do what mine's going to do, which is going to say it's dangerous or whatever, but it isn't. It's not a problem. You want to say yes, allow it. Allow that to install on your computer or on your laptop. And this way everything you look at is going to be saved. I'm going to say yes and start now. Then it says that it's going to restart my Firefox. Oh, don't we love that? Oh, I love that when you can't find it. So there's Firefox. We're back up here. Oh, that's my class that I'm in. Here we go. And now we're going to, now we're into Diigo, okay? So I'm going to sign in. And I've got it up and running, all right? So you can see where it gives you information about how to highlight and save the highlights and how to do sticky notes. You can do it right on your web page. So now let's go back to SIRS so that we can go and do some research. So again, I just go the easiest thing for me to do, which is go to the Audrey Kell page, go to the graduation project. Takes me straight to the Weebly. And then I'm going to go to researching a topic. I'm going to go down, click on to the ProQuest 12. It's Audrey Kell is our sign-in. And our password is Nights. And we want to go to my products page. And then we're going to log into SIRS. And let's today choose something. Let's do immigration. Or wait, I got a good one. We'll do genetic therapy as our topic today. That should bring up a whole bunch of articles that we can look at. We'll go here where it says Shaping Priorities in Genetic Medicine. And if we look down, this is from a Hastings Center report. Now, what are we going to do now? We've got this Diigo opened. I've got an article opened. What am I going to do? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look through the article. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to hit highlight. That's going to let me highlight anything that I find that's interesting. So genetic technology, it's one of the greatest revolutions of medicine, a salvation for many who suffer from intractable disease. This is interesting. That might be a good quote to use. Um, as well as on its way to a clinic near you, thanks to the rapid private sector advances, 3 million human genome project that will map and sequence the genetic makeup of humans. That's interesting. Opportunities to predict, cure, and prevent disease with genetic technology seem limitless. Pre-implantation genetic testing, that's called PGD, and that's when you have a child like Jacob who has SMA and you know it's a genetic disease. If I were to want to have more children, I would do it with in vitro fertilization. When they took the embryos or the eggs out of me and took sperm, made embryos, then they would on the third day test it, and that goes off and it's pre-implantation genetic testing, or PGD, where they determine which of my embryos are affected by SMA and which aren't, and they give me back the ones that aren't affected. So I know that information. If you didn't know that, you might want to go back and do a little more searching. Here's the other thing that's really cool here. Let's say that I want to put a note. So I've got options over here. Where's my sticky notes? Oh, I'm going to put comments up there so that I can comment, because I don't see my sticky notes. All right, so here's my comment. I can put a comment over here. Look up PGD or pre-implantation genetic testing, because I want information about that, more about that. I might be able to put a sticky note. I'm looking for the sticky notes, and I'm not seeing where my sticky notes are. And they're up here. Maybe I just click it. Oh, there we go. Floating sticky note. So I can put it over there as a comment. I can add a comment, or I can put a sticky note on here that says, look up PGD, pre-implantation genetic testing, for further information, for further info about how genetic testing is improving the health of people with known genetic disorder. All right, I'm going to post that on there. That goes on my page. Close that up. There's my sticky note. Everybody sees that, right? All right, so we're going to keep looking. I'm going to close my sidebar down so I have my whole page again. Keep looking in here. As far as information, I don't know what all I'm going to say. I'm not reading this very closely. Here's a point that talks about who should get genetic services. One of my thoughts is, like, maybe I'll stick a sticky note in here. If a patient knows they carry a genetic disease, it should be covered in insurance plan. Preventing genetic diseases can save in medical costs. Now, there may be some of you that don't agree with that. You think, Ms. Goodson, that's not a good point. You should just get what you get. And that's, you know, I have a sister-in-law that believes that. I, on the other hand, live with a child with a terminal disease, so I'm not necessarily the one that does. So on and so forth. Then when we're done, we're going to bookmark this page, okay? I am going to save it as genetic therapy. If you want to do more than one word, whoops, I'm sorry. we got to do that down here. We're going to do genetic. We're going to do therapy. If we want to do it as more than one word, we're going to do it as, like we might do pre-implantation genetic testing. You have to put the quotation marks around it. We're going to hit save. Now I'm going to go back to my Diigo account. And I don't think that it's coming from that account. I think it's going to... Now we're back at the Diigo account, and if you notice, the article that I just did is right here with the notes. Here is the sticky note that I put on there. You can tell I lost some words, but all my notes have been put here. The other thing I suggest is you go back to that SIRS page. You go down to the very bottom, and that will be clicked for you. Watch this. That you just want to go back and see it. You hit this right there. Takes you right back to that SIRS page. So you have that link constantly. But if you want to have it in your notes as well so that it's in one page, go to the end of your article and grab your MLA. By highlighting this, that automatically goes to your Diigo library as well. So if you hit a refresh on there, did it show up yet? It'll show up. And you can see everything that I did on here. There's that little annotation, that little note that I put to the side is right there. There's the sticky note that I put on there. And it says that we have 6 more annotations. So all I do is I click on there and everything shows up, and there's my MLA tag. Awesome way to go in, do your research, keep it all in one place, and be able to pull those quotes off. All right, guys, that's where we are right now. Good luck, and I'll be back with another tip soon.